woke up at about 3 a.m. was feeling some pretty intense indigestion. This was 2009, which was probably the peak of my love affair with Chipotle, so I wasn't too surprised by this feeling. Maybe Irma put too much cheese in my burrito. Laid the hot sauce on a little thick, which is my preference. That fast diagnosis went away pretty quick once I started feeling a lack of breath. I rushed to the kitchen, trying to swallow ice cubes. Maybe this was just some strange allergic reaction, though I didn't remember eating pineapple that day. Was it in the carnitas? Was Chipotle experimenting with pastor? I threw up what was left of the ice cubes. The tightening was getting worse. I grabbed a pillow, held it close to my chest, and started running into the wall. Again and again. What the fuck was going on? I started panicking, and I was in the fetal position on the floor. I called my mom in a rather sickened voice. "Mom, I need you to take me to the hospital." I didn't have health insurance at the time. Still don't. And figured even still, my mom would pick me up faster than any ambulance. The normal 20-minute route took her 5, and in a fit of hysterical strength, my 5'4" mother carried me into the back of her car. Carried me. It gets a little dark here. I don't know how to properly explain to you what it feels like when your body is giving up, what I interpreted as dying. The pain wasn't so much sharp as it was more of an intense, crushing weight sitting on top of my chest. For a while, I almost felt I was outside of my body, watching myself experience the pain from afar. I laid in the back of my mom's car, texting my ex-girlfriend. I'm assuming that's now ex-girlfriend. What I interpreted as my last chance to say some of the things I was never able to say. Texting someone that I loved them and that I hoped they knew. We arrive at the hospital. I'm in a wheelchair, curled up, yelling and moaning. At this point, I can't make sense of anything. I just want it to stop. My mom is being so strong, I can't even really tell you how amazing of a person she is. They take me in, and the feelings come in waves. I have moments of clarity, but they're interrupted by that crushing pain. I laughed when they gave me Tylenol 3, and I don't know if I had offended their suggestion, but it worked. And they gave me Dilaudid, which is a synthetic heroin. I'd always wanted to try heroin, and this definitely sufficed as I was now walking through the clouds. As far as I knew, I might have been going out in style. Eventually, the waves of pain stopped. I'd been given Dilaudid 2 more times, feeling and trying to embrace death each time. That next morning, I found out I had had 3 minor heart attacks. I was going through a myriad of tests as the reasoning really wasn't too clear. A lot of my close friends came to visit me as I made a slightly vague post on FB about being in the hospital. Classy. But some of my absolute closest friends didn't, and I couldn't figure out why. And in some ways, it's something I've never gotten over. I even had my mom pick out a birthday gift for one of them when I was hoping they'd come by. After all the tests came through, it turns out it was just a fluke, a $75,000 fluke. There was a random infection from a flu bug, and it just happened to latch on to the sac around my heart. I like to think I learned something from this, but I didn't really. If anything, I hated the world more. I started doing coke. And I really took on smoking because it really doesn't matter. People say at least you have your health, but you never do. It's fleeting. And I was just happy I lost 20 pounds. And then I finally got to try heroin. Thanks.